nurturing businesses with support and services to help them grow and bloom. The Time by Sagicor Bank is 7 o'clock.
CVM News at 7 headlines Thursday, brought to you by Guardian Life. Live secure, live easy.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, 2 bodies found miles apart in suspected murder-suicide. I've not seen 1 cent. Ray Morgan still awaiting $79 million paid by government. Government defends billions in Melissa spending. In the business report, feeding the future with Golden Crust. And later on in sports, World Cup 2026 begins.
CVM News at 7 headlines Thursday, brought to you by Guardian Life. Live secure, live easy.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today, and live secure, live easy.
It's finally here. Yo, I'm hungry. Man, go get Popeyes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Popeyes have this new barbecue chicken sandwich there. Crispy barbecue chicken breast fillet, crunchy pickles, and Popeyes signature sauce. And the buns, buttery brioche. Oh my god, water.
It's new Popeyes chicken sandwich for barbecue. Well, delicious barbecue right through. It's finally here. Popeyes barbecue chicken sandwich available everywhere. Popeyes has the new barbecue chicken sandwich.
Barbecue with a attitude.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Looking for reliable ICT technical support in the Caribbean? Look no further than Connex. Stay connected with your loved ones and businesses, no matter where you are in paradise. Connex keeps you connected. Upgrade your network and embrace solar energy for your schools and businesses. Connex ensures seamless connectivity and sustainability. Connex, your trusted partner for telecom networking, software development, and solar installations. We design, install, connect, we deliver.
For the moments that are best enjoyed with your hands, enjoy them with a KFC Big Deal or Big Bucket. KFC, it's finger licking good.
From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. It's Thursday, June 11, 2026. I'm Nika Lewis. Thank you for joining us. New details are emerging tonight in the suspected murder-suicide case involving the Manchester woman CVM News reported Wednesday as missing. Her body was discovered in St. Elizabeth Thursday morning, while the man believed to be responsible for her death was also found dead miles away in St. Anne. Amoy Harriet has the details.
11 minutes after 1 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon, a security camera outside the Caledonia Mall in Manchester captured 40-year-old Cadicia McLeod entering this red Honda Fit motor car. She works at the pharmacy at the mall. That was the last time anyone saw or heard from her. Her family filed a missing persons report on Wednesday. Nothing could prepare them for the news they woke up to Thursday morning. Now, residents in Pepper, St. Elizabeth alerted the police to a woman's body clad in a Caledonia Mall pharmacy shirt, which they discovered in bushes sometime around 9 o'clock. Our newsroom obtained videos showing the gruesome scene. She had several wounds to her upper body. The red Honda Fit was also found Thursday morning abandoned in Luana, St. Elizabeth. Adding to an already devastating tragedy, investigators are exploring the possibility that the case may be a murder-suicide. This after the body of a man believed to be the main suspect was also found sometime after 5 o'clock Thursday morning in the Standfast community in Brownstown, St. Anne. Our newsroom spoke to a resident who said she was inside her house when she heard the shots.
When me get up, me jump up and see the daylight. Go in the kitchen for my phone. Look at what time at the board, 7 or 8 minutes to 6. So by me reach back in the yard, I go back in my room now. Me hear the clang, 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 fast like a rocket. So, my all window now, me left you open kind of house satanic curtain jar. So, me stand up which part me dey in the hall and start peep out the door. When me look now, me see me neighbor, husband and wife. A squeak chair come out of the house and I go up to the gate, but them a tiptoe. So, me I wonder why, so me turn up same place. And the wall now have some like a black hole in there. So me see man kind of bend like and I peep through the wall them. And then me see him look up over the wall. And then me see him pull the gate and go through the gate. And by the time he go through the gate, me see him put in 2 hands on his head and start holler. And me bust the door now and go up on the veranda and start say, Gary, how? And he not answer me. And then me see woman run like human and go in the house. And me see how and he say, Gary friend from Mobile shooting himself. And me see him lie down with the gun in the hand and everything. Not really in the hand, but in crossing hand and the gun did it.
The man has been identified as a 50-year-old Maurice Fennell from a Cambridge St. James address. He was in Standfast visiting a friend. CVM News understands the man is a former police officer turned security guard who's also a licensed firearm holder. Senior Superintendent Carlos Russell is commanding officer for the St. Anne Police Division.
Information we have received thus far, Mr. Fennell was under a person of interest in a case of a missing female in the Manchester division, and he was wanted for question in relation to that. It is also said that he was suffering from some depression.
Now, there are allegations that McLeod and Fennell were in a relationship, but our newsroom has been unable to independently confirm these claims. Amoy Harriet, CVM News.
Answers are being demanded from the Jamaica Constabulary Force tonight after yet another police fatal shooting resulting in multiple fatalities in a matter of days. This time, 4 men, including a father and son, were gunned down in Retirement St. James on Wednesday. According to their families, they didn't deserve to die in this way. Amoy Harriet has more.
Tell the residents them to.
No man. No man. No.
You don't want to arrest anybody.
No. I am prepared to go to the jail. I am prepared to go to the jail. But you said to stay here, I'm going to stay here.
Councillor for the Granville Division, Michael Troop, in a heated exchange with the police at the crime scene.
I am stating, I am doing your investigation. I am cooperating with you 100%.
But his frustration was nothing compared to the fury and agony from residents.
My grandson dead! Oh God, we can't take it no more. They killed my grandson for no reason at all and his father one time.
Her grandson, Brian T.J. Fairclough Jr. and his father, Brian T.Z. Fairclough, were among 4 men killed by the police in retirement St. James sometime after 5 o'clock Wednesday morning. Another one of the deceased has been identified as Jamar Ashman, while the 4th victim's identity is not yet known. Now, in a release Wednesday, police said the team was carrying out a targeted operation in the community based on intelligence linked to recent violence, including the June 5 murder of a man at the retirement dump. They say tensions tied to disputes over the scrap metal trade had been escalating, leading to violent reprisals. The operation Wednesday morning was to prevent further violence and maintain order in the community. But residents have a different account of what happened. Tashoy Fairclough is the wife of 57-year-old TZ.
At 5 o'clock, me get a phone call, say police, they're around here. And same time, me call me husband, 57-year-old. And when me call him, he turned to me and he said to me, say, the police them say they go shoot up the whole of them in there. And me say, all right, me they come. And when me run and come up here, say the police them run me like a dog and they tell me bad word and say, oh, the thing will pass here, so a fire brigade. And I say, oh. And then turn me back and I tell them, say, big man and my husband. And when me look, by me reach back down there, so me hear a gunshot them and me ball out and hold me belly. And me turn up the for a while and when me look, then carry them down in a van back with them and burn behind them.
And her daughter watched that unfold.
That break everything in me, because you know why? My stepfather no wicked, my stepbrother no wicked. The man is a tractor operator in the same quarry where they go kill him around there. He live around there for much years. I'm 55 now. And me live with them from me at 2 years over. And if you see boys them come kill him, feel away. What's like how me did at school, me did train for be soldier, me did a JCCF, much things me did at school they try to just to come be part of the land. No, me just I give up all of that. I give up all of that, the dream there.
Mrs. Fairclough says her other children are also taking the death very hard.
Yeah, right now, if 10-year-old she have grade 5 pep, I play ball, she the ball right now. And the teacher call, I don't know if she go focus in the exam this morning. The teacher they come here. Me know I go focus on it.
CVM News understands that Fairclough Sr. was a tractor operator who works on the quarry where the shooting happened, and his son was a security guard at the same location. Mrs. Fairclough insists her husband was innocent.
He's a jovial person. You're not hear him and nobody in a no argument. Him and nobody in a cause and quarrel.
Now, the Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, says it's now investigating the incident alongside the 7 other fatalities that happened in 3 separate parishes on Tuesday. As at June 10, 153 people have been killed in fatal shootings involving members of the security forces. Amoy Harriet, CVM News.
And in a follow-up to a CVM News exclusive in the Ray Morgan story, questions are being asked tonight about how soon attorneys should turn over funds to their clients after a judgment is handed down and payment is made. The Supreme Court ordered that Ray Morgan be paid approximately $80 million. Government sources say the judgment debt was paid almost a month ago. But Ray Morgan's attorney doesn't seem to be aware of this. Natasha Williams has more in this report.
On March 19, 2026, the Supreme Court ordered that the former convict be paid almost $80 million in damages for unlawful detention. Nearly 3 months later, according to Morgan, not a single dollar has made its way into his hands. This despite CVM News being reliably informed that the government paid over the money to Mr. Morgan's attorney.
No, I've not seen 1 cent. And I personally have no reason to doubt my lawyer, that I'm still hanging on a thread, waiting for even my medical bill to be taken care of.
Morgan says he is in desperate need of the funds as he currently has complications from prostate cancer and a severe heart issue.
I'm going through a lot of stress. I have, right now, I owe the hospital, I owe my medical bills. It has skyrocketed, which I can't even find adjective to describe it at this time.
Just days ago, CVM News confirmed with well-placed sources that the approximately $80 million payment was made on May 15, 2026 to Morgan's lawyer. However, one of his attorneys, John Clark, initially declined to comment.
I can't tell you right now if I have $10 for him, $0 for him, or no money at all for him. But I just indicate that I need to speak with him, and then we do internally in office what we need to do.
However, CVM News pressed the attorney about what would prevent him from paying Morgan.
You're seeing where the PO was made, but I'd have to. That's what I'm saying. I would have to go and go. I can't confirm or deny that. But what you're saying from May 15, and we're now at June 9th. So I'd have to go into my bank and confirm that. But what I was advised, that wouldn't accord with what I was advised. I'd have to verify that. Based on your information, I have the money?
Yes, sir.
Well, I've not seen. Well, whatever information you have, that may or may not be correct. But as I'm speaking to you, I have not seen that money.
So how can an amount of 79 million reaches to your account and you're not aware?
Sorry, hello?
Yes, sir, I'm hearing you.
I'm saying you're doing your work, and I just have to give it some time to verify something.
On May 14, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck disclosed that the government has paid all outstanding litigations handed down by the courts in the last 5 years. But Ray Morgan has been left wondering if the minister was misinformed, or was he? Natasha Williams, CVM News.
Stay with us for more news at 7 right after these.
Before the first patty is made, there are hands that raise it, hands that grow it, hands that move it, hands that bake it, and hands that serve it. For Jamaica, by Jamaica. Through challenges and changing seasons, they stood strong. They built with us. They believed. To every farmer, every team member, every partner, thank you.
This football season, don't just watch the action, be part of it. With Chris and Charles' Score Big loan promotion, upgrade your TV, plan that trip, or handle what matters most, fast and easy. And here's the best part. Every loan gives you a chance to win one of 3 58-inch smart 4K TVs. So while your favorite team scores on the field, you could be scoring big too. Promotion runs May 11 to July 20, 2026. Visit any branch or Chris and Charles for details. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Score big this football season on and off the field.
For the moments that are best enjoyed with your hands, enjoy them with a KFC Big Deal or Big Bucket. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Thanks so much for staying with us. The government is defending its handling of billions of dollars in Hurricane Melissa recovery funding, along with a $500 million transfer from the Financial Services Commission, FSC. Finance Minister Favour Williams provided the update at Wednesday's post-cabinet media briefing. Kevin Black reports.
Finance Minister Favour Williams sought to provide a detailed breakdown of the $67 billion allocated for recovery efforts.
$67 billion. So I'm here to just walk through pretty quickly where that went to, what ministries, and how it got there. You will recall that during the last fiscal year, we did a third supplementary and we did a fourth supplementary in order to allocate funds to ministries. And in the third supplementary to the Office of the Prime Minister, $189 million. And you can tally along and see if you get to 67 billion.
She also defended the government's decision to withdraw $500 million from the Financial Services Commission, FSC.
Such requests are generally made after an assessment of the agency's financial position to ensure that any distribution will not undermine the entity's viability. Based on the strength of the FSC's balance sheet and based on the projections of the institution, both the FSC and the ministry had a joint understanding that the $500 million distribution would be granted.
Meanwhile, the finance minister announced changes to investment rules that she says will unlock additional long-term capital for business and project financing.
On pensions, we will proceed with the first phase to relax private asset limits from 5% to 7.5% on July 1, 2026. So in a matter of days, releasing meaningful long-term capital for corporate and project financing, and we remain on course to reach 10% on April 1, 2027, subject to any regulatory review.
Kevin Black reporting for CVM News.
Meanwhile, Jamaicans for Justice is again raising concerns about police fatal shootings. This after 11 people were killed in police-related incidents within 24 hours. These include the 4 men who were fatally shot during a reported gun battle with police in Kent Village, St. Catherine on Wednesday. The human rights group says the incidents highlight the need for greater accountability and the use of body-worn cameras. With the details, here's Crystal Williams.
Shot during a reported gun battle with police in Kent Village, St. Catherine on Wednesday morning, bringing the number to 11 people killed by security forces within a 24-hour period following the fatal shooting of 7 others on Tuesday. Executive Director for the human rights group Jamaicans for Justice is again sounding the alarm.
11 people were killed by the state within a time period of some 24 hours, 7 people on Tuesday and another 4 on Wednesday morning. And just to take note that the country has recorded 153 fatalities as at June 10. And when you compare that to the 2025 period, 145 people were killed by the security forces in the same period. Now, based on what we are seeing with the trend, the official 2026 year-to-date figures will perhaps surpass the 2025 period.
The incident triggered the temporary closure of the Bogwalk Gorge as investigators and forensic teams processed the scene. Police say the men were traveling in a vehicle linked to a suspected contract killing.
In most of these incidents, if not all, there were no body-worn cameras deployed, or if they were deployed, it was certainly not activated. So when you do not have that independent account of things, then the rate of fatal shootings, it really does cause for concern for all of us, which is why JFJ, we reiterate our call that 1, the procurement of body-worn cameras ought to be fast-tracked, and the some 1,500 body-worn cameras that are deployed daily, a portion of them ought to be utilized in the planned and tactical operations so that we can get the independent account of things.
The JFJ boss also pointed out that the fatalities brought the number of people killed by security forces within a 24-hour period to 11, with 7 others killed on Tuesday.
Indicom continues to be vital in ensuring that we have those independent investigation happening. The type of independence that Indicom has in Jamaica is certainly one that should be modeled in other jurisdictions.
Crystal Williams, CVM News.
Meantime, the Mandeville police have seemingly wrapped up the case of a missing Manchester resident based on information released through its communications network. After being reported missing for 3 days, she was right there, but not in plain sight. More details from Carlin Brown.
One of the worst case scenarios for a family, the moment the pace moves from the panic of a search straight to traumatic shock and grief. The whereabouts of 72-year-old Primrose Hall have baffled everyone since Sunday, June 7. The Mandeville Police report listed the 5 feet 5 inches tall senior resident of Grays Hill Close, Villa Road in Manchester as missing after being last seen at home at 8 a.m. Speculations arose in the days following. Where could she be? Well, the answer came 3 days later on Wednesday morning. She was found inside the house, upside down inside a closed barrel. The dwelling reportedly bore no signs of forced entry, and based on the police's preliminary investigations, it seems Miss Primrose died while trying to fetch something from inside the cardboard-type barrel. It's theorized Miss Hall, who was of slim build, may have climbed onto something to assist her in reaching into the barrel when she may have lost her balance and fell in. CVM News tried without success to find out if she lived alone, who last saw her on Sunday morning, who reported her as missing, and was today the first anyone looked for her inside the house. Curlin Brown, CVM News.
And the Justice Minister has come under fire for comments he made during his sectoral presentation, insisting Jamaica does not have a human rights problem. The PNP is insisting his statement is out of touch with the Jamaican reality, and they're demanding a retraction.
Despite what has been a bloody week with some 11 fatal incidents involving law enforcement and continued concerns regarding the police's use of force, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck told the nation's parliament Wednesday Jamaica does not have a human rights problem.
I can tell you that when we reported to the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the Universal Periodic Review, we got very good commendation.
Yes.
Jamaica does not, and I hope will never have a human rights problem. We have the Office of the Public Defender. If you have a difficulty, you can go to the Office of the Public Defender and prosecute any human rights breach.
His utterances did not rest well with the opposition People's National Party, who later issued a statement condemning the remarks. Opposition spokesperson on Justice Zuleika Jess viewed the statement as an alarming display of executive disconnect, an insult to countless victims of state overreach, and a dangerous dismissal of the lived realities of ordinary Jamaicans.
That statement is not just a profound error, it is entirely delusional. Let me be clear about what is happening in the country right now. 11 Jamaican citizens were fatally shot by police in a single 24-hour period. This brings our year-to-date total to a staggering 153 police-related fatalities. To look at those numbers and say there is no human rights issue is the very definition of gaslighting the Jamaican public. And it gets worse. Indicom has confirmed that not one body-worn camera was activated by any officer involved in those 11 fatal shootings.
The PNP is now calling on Minister Chuck to immediately retract his statement deemed out of touch.
Jamaica cannot resolve its problems if the government refuses to acknowledge they exist. This denial is a direct insult to every human rights advocate, every watchdog organization, and every family fighting for justice on this island. I am calling on Minister Chuck to immediately retract his statement.
CVM News at 7 returns after this break.
I challenge you to a race tomorrow. Challenge on.
Here at Connex, we reward innovation, resilience, and creativity. These are the core values of Connex. Connex, Caribbean engineers.
It's finally here. It's new. Yo, I'm hungry. Man, go get Popeyes. Yes.
Oh my gosh, Popeyes have this new barbecue chicken sandwich there. Crispy barbecue chicken breast fillet, crunchy pickles, and Popeyes signature sauce. And the buns, buttery brioche. Oh my god, water.
It's new Popeyes chicken sandwich with barbecue. Well, delicious barbecue right through. It's finally here. Popeyes barbecue chicken sandwich available everywhere. Popeyes has the new barbecue chicken sandwich.
Barbecue with a attitude.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
For the moments that are best enjoyed with your hands, enjoy them with a KFC Big Deal or Big Bucket. KFC, it's finger licking good. The time by KFC is
7:30.
Welcome back. Well, debt collection has been a growing concern for many Jamaicans as more consumers report aggressive calls and mounting pressure from creditors. In this week's episode of Query This, Akeem Oret explores whether any legal action can be taken against debt collectors and what rights, if any, do borrowers have. Here's Query This.
You wake in the mornings, your phone buzzes with calls from numbers you don't recognize. By midday, the messages pile up, and by evening, your family members starts getting calls too. A loan you borrowed, and now the debt collectors won't give up. And you might wonder, is this legal? Surprisingly, attorney at law Christopher Henry says Jamaica has very few laws that regulate debt collection practices, adding that outside of the one piece of legislation, the Money Lending Act, there are no specific rules that outlines what collectors can or cannot do when pursuing unpaid debt.
What really regulates the quote-unquote industry of microlending is the Bank of Jamaica and the Microlending Act, which is regulated by the Bank of Jamaica, which speaks only to microlending, but debt collection on a whole, which includes much more than collecting debts from loans, is not really regulated per se or has statutes that govern it.
Under the Jamaican Constitution, there is nothing that bars collectors from trying to recover what is owed. But Henry believes the current landscape leaves too much room for debt collectors and says lawmakers should revisit the issue, especially as more Jamaicans take on loans from microlenders.
Debt collectors tend to go overboard sometimes. They will show up at your place of work and not use the court system or the legal system in order to actually properly enforce the debt. Show up a place of work, harassing calls, WhatsApp messages. There's nothing that bars them from doing those things. If they're feeling threatened, they report it to the police, just like normal threats, bullyism. Report it, and the police will investigate and will consider whether or not to lay charges, because the debt will still remain. It's just the way you go about collecting it.
Still, he notes, if you're facing financial hardship, you should try one simple approach: honesty. He says communicating openly with your debt collector can often lead to more flexible arrangements.
If you're facing hardship, there's bankruptcy. Like serious hardship, there's bankruptcy. And in our new Bankruptcy Act in 2014 that was passed under the previous government, gives a chance before you go into full insolvency to create a plan with your debtors to see how you can best eliminate your debts before you go into full bankruptcy. So it is something that can be explored. It's something that can protect you. Look into it.
But what if the calls become overwhelming? You do have options, and you should not ignore the situation.
Try to make arrangements with your debtors. If not, if you have property, if you have motor vehicles, if you have shares, bonds, etc., try to sell them to try to liquidate the debts. If you still continue to have problems, you can explore full bankruptcy to see if you can eliminate the debt.
As the conversation around loan practices continues, experts insist that clear regulations are needed to protect both lenders and borrowers, especially as the financial sector grows more complex. Remember, if you have a legal dilemma or concern you would like to query, send an email to aorit@cvmtv.com. I am Akeem Orhit. See you next week on Query This.
Time now for regional and international news with Kevin Black.
We begin with news in the region. In Grenada, teachers who have been working for several months without receiving salaries are encouraged to expect to see improvements in the payments process, according to the Ministry of Education. The Grenada Broadcasting Network has more.
The delays are not the result of any decision to withhold appointments or salaries, but rather stem from challenges within the administrative process.
Right? Again, it is not a decision that's taken not to appoint or a decision that's taken not to pay. It is a matter that the administrative processes sometimes get slow, sometimes there's a snag, and you need to pull on it a little bit harder.
Meanwhile, in Barbados, the government is set to use savings generated from the new Debt for Health swap to strengthen the healthcare sector. More from CBC Barbados.
We are already facing a significant issue with non-communicable diseases. And if we have almost 1 in 2 children today who will face similar circumstances for a much longer part of their life, then it really is on us as a society to ensure that we genuinely arrest this problem.
Now to news in Nigeria, where around 360 persons from the farming community of the Borno state have been freed after being held captive by Boko Haram. Here's an inside look from Al Jazeera.
They have regained their freedom, but their troubles are far from over. Their homes are gone, burnt down the same day they were taken 3 months ago.
These villagers may have regained their freedom, but they have to wait before they can return home.
And finally, the 2026 FIFA World Cup kicks off today in Mexico City, but concerns over immigration enforcement are casting a shadow over the tournament. France 24 has more.
Every night they pray for their father's return. The last time they saw him was at a FIFA soccer match at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. He tried to fly a recreational drone in a nearby parking lot. Police arrested him and handed him over to ICE. His sons were wrenched away from him.
When we tried to get over there, they just did this to us and they didn't let us get closer to him. It made me feel alive.
And that's it for regional and international news. I'm Kevin Black.
Stay with us for sports next with Jordan Ford.